Hello and welcome to the Philippines. I am trying out a new camera. Just got in. I had my last good camera. I think it was stolen.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Had it in my bag, and when I got home, it wasn't there. Boy, in my mind, I've tried to retrace my steps and tried to think where could it have disappeared, been stolen, and for the life of me, I cannot figure out what happened to it. But anyway, here we are. We'll see how this works. Very good in low light. I watched a lot of videos and reviews and tutorials on all the cameras, the GoPros, the DJI, new cameras, the Instga360 Ace Pro 2 new camera, and I had an Ace Pro, and that's the one that was stolen or lost, whatever happened to it. I'm walking from kind of Ramos Street, the uptown area, kind of on the edge of what's called the uptown area, near Fuentes Mina, the big traffic circle. That area, I don't live too far from there. And this camera also has much better noise. It's got an AI chip in it, and it handles the noise much better. So I'm going to leave the volume of. I usually, when I do these voiceovers, I drop the background noise from the camera way down. But this seems to be picking up. Seems to be working pretty well as it is. Let me know in the comments what you think of the voice and the noise. There are a number of apartments, condominiums along here, up and down these little side streets, and I've done dozens of videos in condominiums. A couple of these along here, LS. One was LS2 up here. Ways. I think I did one at LS1 some years ago. Another, I think that's a new condominium, probably not occupied yet. New apartments or condominiums. Don't see any lights on there. Anyway, I'm walking down to the downtown area, down by Cologne Street, Carbone, the huge Carbone Market. I'll do a different video there. And another street off to the left, and there's houses and various things. No sidewalk to speak of, almost virtually no sidewalk. So you're forced to walk in the street much of the way. People are pretty good about allowing you space, not trying to run you over. I have the camera. It's I don't know, about 6:30, I think, 6:30 p.m. Here in the Philippines. We don't have the wild swings between summer and winter, the number of daylight hours. Pretty much we have 12 hours of darkness and 12 hours of light every day. Changes a little bit, an hour one way or the other. But I have the camera set on low light and seems to be doing excellent job. My plan when I started this walk was to be talking into the camera and test out the microphone as far as picking up my voice as well. But I lost track of my plan there, and so anyway, I'm doing the voiceover here with my computer. It would be easier to talk into the camera as I'm walking. It would make my job easier. I wouldn't have to do quite as much editing. Reserved part. Hello. And yeah, I've got a friend from New Zealand. He says, I say hello to a lot of people. Good evening, good afternoon, which is much more common for Filipinos. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
LS2 Pension House. LS1 is across the street down here.
And yeah, my friend says, that might be a sign of Alzheimer's. You're walking down the street saying hello to everybody. You know, it does me good. It does me good. It helps me, and I think it's good for Filipinos. You know, we are, in a sense, they don't know who we are or what language we speak. And I think it's important to let them know that we're not just grubby little foreigners, whatever, and we're friendly. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. I am recording this in 4K. If you've got a device that can view 4K, it's amazing. This camera actually has 5K as well, or not 5K. It has 8K. It has the ability to do 8K, although it's not recommended for action type sports. They've got 8K. Do 8K and huge files, and then you can even crop in and still have a very good picture, video, whatever you want there. Loud motorbikes. This is the corner here, Osmeña Boulevard. Up that way is a couple of Robinson's malls, and the large Fuente Osmeña traffic circle. Some of you have been there. Osmeña Boulevard here. And yeah, they walked across against the light, and I almost followed them and got run over. Although people here will try not to run you over. That's the one nice thing. As a pedestrian, you don't have a lot of the same rights you do in the U.S. Maybe on paper you do, but in reality you don't. But people walk out into traffic, and anyway, this center section, they're making this into BRT, bus rapid transit. A lot of debate, pro and con on this thing, and it's going to be a bus lane only mostly. And I'll show you down here a little bit further where people will line up to out in the middle. How the people get in the middle. Did they cross at the crosswalk and then walk down to that area where the bus is going to stop? These people are all waiting for jeepneys or buses along the side here. Now eventually, they've made two sidewalks here, one over to the right and the one here for people waiting for transportation. It'll be interesting. It'll be a transition period where that area over there with the like flower petal type things up above it, I suspect that's an attempt. There goes one of the newer buses. That is an attempt to protect the people from the sun. I tapped the screen a couple times, zooms in 2 times. Protect people from the sun and rain. Doesn't snow here, so that's not an issue. But I suspect if there's a little bit of breeze, it's not going to do a very good job at protecting people. And then as the sun goes a little further into the west, it's not going to protect. We're coming up from the east. We'll wait and see what there are those people who it's been delayed many years. Debate ongoing. Some people wanting to shut the whole thing down. Years ago, when I read about it, I thought, yeah, that's a good idea. And even the final plans were not published. There were some ideas about the routes, and I thought that's probably a good idea. But as it was under construction, and obviously what they did, they took a very busy street and other busy streets eventually, and they take a chunk out of the middle of the road, so they cut 3 or 4 lanes. They cut it down by a lane and a half or so, just for buses, so you're going to have more congestion traffic-wise. But one politician said it's not about more efficient transportation for the cars. It's about more efficient transportation for the Filipinos who rely on the cheaper public transportation. People with cars are not going to give up their cars and ride this. So over the years, I've seen a lot of changes here. We'll see if how this works out in the end. But yeah, 3 and 4 lanes turned into about 2 lanes here, each direction, and a couple different places. They've got the overhangs there facing the other direction, so that people going back into the uptown area will get on over there. And main intersection here, I followed there again. I followed them. The light just turned red and about to get run over by 1,000 motorbikes. I followed the crowd. Almost got in trouble. I had to run a little bit. Off to the right, one long block. You've got a couple malls, 2 malls right next to each other. E Mall, or the Elizabeth Mall. And I think the other one's called City Mall, the newer one, City Mall. Interesting places. They up on the different floors.
Hey, good evening.
They've got a lot of phone repair shops, computer repair shops, a lot of electronic type places selling and repairing. Anyway, a number of hotels. Hotel just across the street from me. I've done videos in there. I've got over 1,400 videos up since 2016. Cost of living videos, condominium, subdivision videos. What do they look like? How are they furnished? What do they cost to rent, to buy? Travel videos. So check out my playlist. If you like this kind of video, there are. I try to put out a lot of information about the Philippines, and I'm doing more and more of that type of thing, so that you have a comfort level, knowledge level when you get here. And I was going to cross the street on the overpass, but I decided I'm going to walk down to the light and cross. But yeah, to support the video, watching the video, marking thumbs up or thumbs down, either way it helps. Commenting, sharing the video. And down here at the corner, people waiting for the jeepneys and the buses going that direction. And we're going to walk down towards Cologne Street, down to a place called the Barracks. Big food court. Other ways to support the channel, there is the first comment I pin on almost every video. There's links to buy me a coffee, $5 for one coffee, 100 coffees, $500. PayPal, yeah, we got PayPal. I gave up Patreon. I didn't find Patreon to be that for a number of reasons. I dropped it a couple of years ago. And also membership. Down in the lower left side of the video, there is a join button. And join, there's 2 levels. I think $2.99 a month and $4.99 a month, I think. And I do exclusive videos. I take a deeper dive into various topics, risks. I did one about risks in the Philippines. Deeper dive into real estate. I've got a number of other videos showing some of my first condominiums that I moved into, and I did a deeper dive into the medical systems here, my experience, my observations. Now I just lowered the street noise by about 10 decibels, and that probably doesn't mean much to most of you people, but I use my software power director and reduce that, so you're still, let me know if that makes much difference. My business in the USA for many years was noise control and acoustics, so decibels make sense to me. But anyway, see how it I want to give you the noise from the street.
Hello. Say hi to the world.
These guys were were talking about me. Oh, blogger, blogger. Unitop is not really a Walmart. It's a low end dollar store. Not really a dollar store like in the U.S., but it's low end type stuff. Some of it's well, quality wise. I mean, you know, sometimes you get what you pay for, but this stuff comes from China. China's pretty close. You can get some things in there, everything from school supplies to lamps to cabinets and drawers, and boy, a lot of these traffic ramps here, very steep. Keep that in mind if you're going to be driving and parking. Very steep going in and out. A little bit of noise there. I hope I don't get a copyright notice on that. What they'll do, they'll give me 3 choices. Take the video down. Have the revenue, any revenue from the video, go to the person who has the copyright, the writer, singer, whoever. Or to edit the video and edit that out of the video. That was short enough. I don't think YouTube will bother me. Here's one of the downtown malls, I think. Yeah, Nova. I think it's called Nova right here next to the corner. I think it's kind of like a Unitop. And yeah, a lot of Chinese goods and cheaper type stuff. Sometimes I find what I'm looking for in there. Sometimes I don't. Across the street, McDonald's, camera repair shop over there. I've done a video years ago. I've had guys comment and email me. They've had good luck and bad luck over there. So anyway, Metro department store across the street, and kind of 5 different roads come together here downtown. The one going right and left is Cologne Street. Supposedly the oldest street in the Philippines. How about that for a history lesson? There are several other malls downtown as well, and 1 or 2 of them, the sign says wholesale mall, but indeed they sell everything retail as well. Can you bargain, negotiate some of these? Well, not a place like Metro. I have kind of half-jokingly asked, "Can I negotiate?" And the answer is no. Some of these malls, the smaller, the smaller places might negotiate on a few things, but probably not. A lot of times, I think the people who are actually working there don't have any authority to negotiate. Even at Carbone Market, the big, I'll do a separate video about that. I've done many videos down there over the years. There's less and less negotiating, I think. A lot of the places have the prices marked. Prices change on vegetables and meat over the course of a year because of availability. Where's it coming? What island is it coming from now? Did they have a lot of rain in one area and their crop is lower? I think a year or 2 ago they were giving away cabbage, way too much cabbage. They were either throwing it away, feeding it to pigs, or just giving it away. I checked when I was down at Carbone Market, and 100 pesos per kilo. So there's 2.2 pounds in a kilo. 100 pesos is about $2 at 50 pesos to the US dollar. Of course, we're getting an extremely good exchange rate right now at 58 pesos to the dollar. So it's less than $2 per kilo, which would make it what, less than 50 cents a pound, I think. Is that accurate? You know, I occasionally watch videos of people taking, vloggers taking video in other cities around the world, and they're interesting, but it's like, where are the people? There's nobody out. Hardly anybody walking on the street. You know, they go from their air-conditioned car to an air-conditioned building, shopping center. Here, one of the things I love about the Philippines, people are out living life, enjoying life, taking care of business, whatever that might be. Kind of interesting. Every street here, not every street, but a lot of the streets kind of specialize. You can find a street that just sells bicycle parts. You can find a couple of streets that sell mostly motorbike parts and supplies. You can find a street that has a lot of shoe repair, leather repair type places. You can find a street sells a lot of jewelry and that type of thing. Now, I just reduced the background noise by 15 decibels instead of 10 decibels, 15. Walking across the street over to a place called the Barracks. I think they developed this just in the last couple of years, I believe. Huge food court type area. And once I had a security guy inside the building. I had a security guy tell me video is not allowed. So I went up to the entrance, took a little video, and I probably could have got by with
Squid bites.
squid bites. One thing I've never developed a taste for is squid. Chewy and not much flavor. Anyway, a lot of people out. This is a Monday night. I thought it would be slow Monday night because Sunday is family night. And so I thought everybody was out Sunday and this would be a slow night, but a lot of people out. My girlfriend tells me that no, Monday all the fresh produce comes in from the mountains, off the ships and ferries. And so Monday is actually very busy down by Carbone Market. So I'm still learning about the Philippines. I am real happy with the video. It's much darker than what it looks like here, even with the lights. Carbone Market, but they call it the Barracks. I think I saw another sign said the Barracks. Anyway, this is the end. Let me know what you think of the video quality. Safe travels to you all, and I'll see you next time.